Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 15 of Crusader Kings 2. We are currently in a war with Venice because we're trying to make them our tributary again, because you can never have too much gold. But what we need to do now is go and raise up the boats, if we have any, because we've got a few problems going on right now. So let's go ahead and look under our fleet levies. Actually, we don't have any boats at all at the moment, so we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. We do not seem to be able to get across to Venice. Now, I'm quite sure we did that at some point previously. Why can I not get there now? We've got 75% war score. We won't be able to get any more. I was sure there used to be a strait across here, but apparently for some reason that is no longer the case. So we could try and build some ships if we go to our capital. I'm not too sure who it is that builds the... It's the ports. There is a port there. Maybe it's because we don't have shipbuilding. Shipbuilding 2. And what do we want here? Castle infrastructure as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We can also get improved keeps. So that'll give us a few upgrades. We will go ahead and get this... we will win this war. It's just going to be a little bit tricky and it's going to take a bit of time. You can only move 100 troops over per boat. And there is a limit to how small you can chop your armies up. Because unlike Europa Universalis 4... Oh, things going on. Unlike Europa Universalis 4, you can't just split down your armies into individual one-stacks and regiments. It's all down to individual armies. So we've got a new heir. This new heir is our nephew. He is the right dynasty, at least. And he's actually not got a bad training. It's another William Luke. We've got a lot of William Lukes. And we're his heir. So he's probably the person that we do want to have. Anyway, title loss on succession. The following titles will be lost on succession. The Duchy of Ferrara. You should nominate a successor for these titles. Yeah, it shouldn't be going to you. It should be going to my heir, which is you. You still get a vote on this, which I don't particularly like. I think you need to be removed. So let's go ahead and do that. So what actually happened to you? You died clutching your gut at the age of 27. Well, that's unfortunate. So we've got a council position for a new steward. You don't really like me, but you've got a high stewardship. You're only a mayor, so you shouldn't cause too many problems. So let's go ahead and put you there in the capital. We can set a crown focus. We want our crown focus to be here. I thought you could only set your crown focus if you were independent. And I'm fairly certain we're not independent. Well, our liege has gone into hiding. Got 3,900 men. We've got slightly more. You've reappeared there with another army. Let's go and march down upon you. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to start getting some ships now that we have got shipbuilding. We'll keep our eye on it. Still no fleets yet. Again, we're not going to be able to get any more war score from just chasing their armies down. He may eventually give up. And let's just have somebody else leading one of the flanks. Now, unlike Europa Universalis 4... Wow, that's a lot of men you've just turned up with. Unlike Europa Universalis 4, you don't have war exhaustion, you don't have call for peace, so a war can basically go on forever. It is absolutely fine. I'm trying to remember how I defeated Venice last time. I'm almost certain that I managed to get men across, although I didn't have boats. I'm sure I was able to just walk over there via some sort of strait crossing at some point. And again, we're still managing to steal tech from the Byzantine Empire. Mission to Rome has been a success, which is good. How much does the Pope like me, is the question. He likes me a bit, so if I were to ask you for money, you would say no, because of your base reluctance. I guess I don't have all that much piety, which is part of the problem. World is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. Nothing new there. So, my cousin, I would like you to stop backing this plot, please. He will say yes. Don't have a lot of plot power here. We want to auto-invite people to this plot. Seems we could get a few people involved if we bribed them, but we probably won't need to. You've agreed to stop backing that plot. If I ask you to end your plot, you won't say yes, which is fine. Now, where are you actually? You're not in my court, so I can't really do an awful lot with you. Can we just catch you here? Or are you going to get away? I'm going to catch you over here. If there is a god, why is this world filled with hardships, grief, and heretics? Chance we could become zealous? I thought we already were zealous. No, we're cruel. We could become zealous or we could become cynical. Well, cynical would give us more intrigue. Zealous would give us more martial. We didn't get either, unfortunately. Well, we didn't get the martial was the only one we had a chance of getting from that, but we didn't get it, unfortunately. I think what must have happened last time when we beat Venice, we must have captured some important prisoners in a battle. That is most likely what happened. So we'll keep chasing this army around until such a time comes where we might get a boat or two. If we can capture a few important prisoners, then that might give us the extra war score that we need. And there we go. It's actually exactly what has happened. So what we can do now is we can go and offer peace here, enforce our demands, and now Venice has to pay tribute to us, which is fantastic, because that means we'll make a lot of money. So let's go and we can go back up to speed 4. We will just quickly disband the army. Special character, we don't want to go into hiding. I know there's people plotting to kill me. There's always people plotting to kill me. More tech stolen. Brilliant. So it's still you. Right, we want you killed off now because you're just annoying. So who else can we get to help us out here? Right, you. Send you a gift. Let's grease some palms here. Let's send you a gift. Anybody else willing to join? Doesn't look like it. 106%. That is enough, though. You still want me to be a commander. I'm going to decline. Still no son yet. We'd very much like a son of our own. Our wife isn't being particularly useful. The hospital in Ravenna has seen an increase in the amount of people looking for food and shelter lately. It can barely provide the food required as it is. Perhaps this would be a good opportunity to make an impression. Lose some gold and increase the prosperity. Yeah, sure, we're not doing too bad on gold. Arms and other supplies have been brought to the hospital. It will make the life much easier for those in need. The question is now how to present this extraordinary gift. It is a gift from their duke. We gain prestige and we become proud. God made it possible means we would become zealous. The realm provided this offering. We would become gregarious, which is nice because it gives us extra diplomacy. Or I'm doing it for the people, which would make us humble. So I'm leaning at the moment between zealous for the martial. We gain some monthly piety, or gregarious for the diplomacy. Let's go for that because it gives us vassal opinion. So Ravenna prospers. My wife has asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers whom she finds mighty annoying. On one hand, she might not be happy if I refuse her request, but if I fire the annoying man, people will feel she has too much influence over my actions. So who is this man? You're actually my steward, who doesn't have a very high opinion over me. So his opinion of me is changed by -15. He's not an important vassal. He doesn't like me. Because he's a title claimant and he's ambitious. Sure. You're no longer my steward. We'll get another one. I could hire him again as my steward, but he's ambitious. So let's go ahead and get this guy instead, who seems like a much better option. And you can go and collect in the capital. As farmers prepare for the sowing their crops, your court chaplain suggests that you bring out the holy relic in procession and bless the field. Surely this will increase the likelihood of a bountiful harvest this year. So, reduce the local revolt risk, or we can gain the trait cynical. Well, we were just talking that we quite like cynical, because we've got cruel... did we even not get that trait that we wanted? Was it only a chance? We didn't become zealous. Fine, let's become cynical. We'll at least have something. We'll lose some piety, but we'll gain some intrigue. Need to start building up some traits that we can use. So how much is Venice paying us now? Look at that, 54 ducats per year. So nearly a quarter of our income is just coming from Venice alone. Ferrara becomes Lombard. It what now? I think that's just the culture changing. That's fine. We don't really mind if the culture changes all that much. It's all still our land. Hopefully we'll get this claim over here soon. We can go ahead and declare a war on this revolt. So they've got quite a sizable army. Yeah, it's the culture. The county of Ferrara has changed culture to Lombard. That is fine. Our culture is Lombard anyway. So yeah, we don't have an issue with that at all. Truces are expiring. The Doge of Venice, 35 days left. That's a short truce, actually. Not that we really need to do anything else. We can still go into hiding. How are things going with these plots? I've already asked you once to stop back in this plot. Oh, it's somebody else's plot this time. 2 people want to kill me. Yeah, stop back in that plot. Who are you? You're my aunt. End your plot. You're not willing to do it. Okay. What are our chances of killing you off? Not terrible, I'll be honest. How are things going on with that other one that we're trying to kill off? 110% plot power now. But still not quite enough. Embrace the Italian culture. So, what would this give us? Has culture Lombard, capital, part of the Italian region. Sure, let's become Italian. And not be our liege's culture. And convert to local culture. Let's see what happens now. Just for the fun of things, we are now Italian. Okay, so what have we got here? My prisoner, this random mayor. This is the guy that is from Venice. Asking for more suitable accommodations. Could we ransom him off? 25 gold. Yeah, we'll just ransom him off. Can't unpause. Let him rot. But we're going to ransom him off anyway. Every little bit of gold is going to help. Now then, we did get some improvements. I don't think we can improve the hospital anymore right now. We need to improve the sick house, which requires construction level 3. We can probably improve the castle now, because we've got all this extra stuff from technology. So we can improve the castle walls. It'll increase the tax income, the fort level, and the levy size. It's quite expensive, but it's probably worth it. Some more heavy infantry. Militia training grounds or castle shipyard. That shipyard could be useful. Let's get the shipyard first. It's relatively cheap. And then after that, we'll go for the castle walls. We've got a decent amount of money coming in, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Ferrara as well. You can't get the castle shipyard. We've lost our Chancellor. So the reason that I can't get the castle shipyard here is because I don't have the technology. And the reason for that is you don't always have the same technology in every province. So as you can see, look at the tech here in Ferrara. It's 066. The tech in the capital is 798. So it does... Excuse me, it's some terrible gas today. It does take time for the... As you can see, as I mouse around over the different provinces, you can see the tech level changes. So it does take time for tech to sort of spread around your sort of nation. So let's get a new Chancellor. You're not actually bad. You've got 17 diplomacy. So if you go and fabricate claims over there, you've got a 16.61% chance yearly. That is actually quite good. Seems that Pisa is being sieged out over here. I knew I should have actually gone... It was the Lombard Revolt. My heir is actually getting smashed right now. Can I declare a war on you for... Then claim Lombardy for my wife. Or we could try and gain independence. Might be the time to go for that independence war. He does have 2,000 troops though. And we have 3,000. That's looking tempting. He does still have a couple of pacts. Including the King of Germany. He's got 3,000 men of his own. Might wait until somebody dies and allow those pacts to expire. Because he's being sort of like troubled by the Lombard revolt at the moment anyway. And if we could gain a few more counties, just a few more, would probably secure our strength. Just had a nice boost to our levy numbers there. So yeah, we could raise almost 3,500. I mean, we could probably beat him. Defensive pact. Right, let's go ahead and... What I should do is control click on these. That's what I failed to do before. If you just click, then you will raise all of your levies. Even levies in provinces where there are bad guys. If you control click, you will only raise your levies in provinces where there's no one around. So that's what I should have done before when I lost to those rebels. Let's make sure we've got somebody leading one of the flanks. Let's go in there and try and give the Vikings a good kicking. They have left, which is just what we wanted to do. We weren't really interested in fighting. We just wanted to get rid of them. People still plotting. Right, you are annoying me now. You are going to... Let's keep this window open. We're just going to ask you to leave the court. Get out. And stop back in the plot. He's going to say no, but... But the thing is, now that we've kicked him out of the court, there's much less chance of that happening. We do have a epidemic of some sort going around. Just quite a few, actually. What have we got? We have consumption. So the old tuberculosis is over here. Everybody be coughing their lungs up. My wife has been growing weaker and weaker over the last few weeks. Good. Maybe we can get a decent one that'll actually give us a child. So, yeah, Lombardy's got quite a big army over there. Not too sure where he's got all of that from. Some of it is the army of Bulgaria. So he's definitely got friends helping him out. This is one of the reasons why I was very, very cautious about just going in and declaring a war. Yeah, the Khan of Bulgaria. So that's... His allies are helping him in that war. You still want me to be a commander? I'm going to keep declining that offer. I wouldn't mind being on the council, but I don't want to be a commander, because you'll just get me killed. We probably need to build up some hospitals in these other places as well. We actually don't have a hospital in Ferrara. It's only 100 gold. We don't have a hospital here. We should probably have a hospital in every county in the capital duchy. Seems to make a lot of sense. Will you stop inviting me to that plot? I'm never going to say yes. So, we can finally go ahead and get that. We got the castle shipyard, and then we said we wanted to get the better castle walls. So what we should now be able to do is raise some ships. Yeah, we can only raise, like, one of our own at the moment, but we will get more and more as time goes on. So that's not too bad. Ah, my wife is actually pregnant. Let's hope now that she actually has the child before she, unfortunately, kicks the bucket. So how are we doing? How's Anna doing? We've not heard much of Anna for a while. Has Anna disappeared? No, Anna is still around somewhere. Anna is our aunt. She's still alive. Still got those amazing stats. Doesn't like me much. 66 years old. Husband is dead. I could invite her to my court, but that'll be a little bit risky. The fact that Countess Hunila of Florence is in prison can work to our advantage if we can get someone on the inside to kill her and make it look like a failed escape attempt. Well, that's kind of what we're working on. She's already escaped from prison once before. So if we can kill her off... Now, are we actually voting for the right heir? Yes, everyone is voting for my nephew. That's fine. Happy with that. You want me to be a commander again, don't you? Yeah, go away. Vassal inheritance warning. Lodi. And your heir is heir to the Baron of Lodi, and you don't have an heir, so if we kill you off... What we should probably be able to do here is actually just revoke the title. You're the Countess of Florence. If we revoke your title... Revoking the title will lower her opinion. Yeah, she's a traitor. Other vassals will not object. We'll just go ahead and revoke it. Still want to kill her off, but we'll just revoke the county and I'll keep on to it. It's mine now. Why is there a vassal inheritance warning, though? A son was born, so we have a son. And I can't remember where we are on the list now. Just going to look down over here. Githyan's a bit risky, and we've already used Githyan anyway. I don't want this one to die off. Let's just have a look down the list, and we have Andy Cuthbert. So let me just make sure I've typed that in correctly. It is looking like I have, so let's hit OK there. My beloved wife is constantly bored and keeps talking about new fashions she has heard about. Now she wants me to introduce it at court. My money is your money, darling. Give me charitable. Give me some more diplomacy. Vanity is a sin. Let it go to the church instead, which give us some more martial. Or we could get greedy, which would give us more tax. So do I want more martial or do I want more diplomacy? I think I actually want the more martial, to be honest. The more martial would be good because that will help me in being able to declare a war of independence. However, that's not going to be in this video. That will be at a later time. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.